Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you are all well on this fabulous, fabulous Friday. That's it. I think, is this the last Friday of 2023? I think it might be. And you know what? Despite the turbulence and tumultuous 2023 we have had, you are looking absolutely amazing, even on the home straight, when you should be looking worn out and ready to drop and quit. But no, you pulled it out of the bag. And yes, you deserve a very, very happy 2024 in celebration of that. And I hope you do. Anyway, we're going to be talking very briefly. Not going to keep you very long today because it's Friday. And, you know, so we have half day. So we have half day? Does that sound good? Yeah, I think it sounds good. So the house is down. A few people streaming it. Some people streaming the demolition. You've just seen a clip from said demolition as they tore that house down. I just wanted to give my final thoughts on that entire saga, you know, that chapter of this. I can't work it out. I genuinely can't work it out. I can't work it out how that can sit right with anyone. Absolutely anyone. Now, unless the prosecution do have this case fully in the bag, sewn up, stitched up, done, and this is now just a formality, that is the absolute only way that would justify what has just happened to that house. So look, I'm still on the fence because I do believe that Bryan Kohberger deserves the benefit of the doubt. He deserves to be considered as innocent up until the point that he is proven otherwise. That's his constitutional rights. We talk about these. I know it's very hard for some people to fathom that. You know, there's a lot of people who have a lot of faith in the judicial system. They do. And that blind faith is what drives them to look no further than what has been stated as the narrative. But history has taught us that mistakes have been made. History has taught us that people have been wrongfully accused and convicted and later exonerated, and within that construct there have been situations where evidence has been fabricated, people have been paid off, lied off, and the rest is history. It happens. As much as people want to turn the other cheek, is that the saying? Turn the other cheek? Close their eyes to it, pretend it didn't happen, stick their head in the sand, up their ass, whatever. It happens. Just because Moscow, Idaho is somewhere that these crimes don't seemingly happen that often, a murder 2015, was it? We know a lot happens in this area. We know a lot goes on. And we know that no report is seemingly the punchline of Moscow PD. It seems like they made mistakes right out the gate with saying that this was a targeted attack and that everyone was safe, only to then have to go and retract it because they shot themselves in the foot. And look, read into it as you will. It seems like they got out of their depth, pulled in the FBI, and the rest is history. But we have watched from the sidelines. We have seen different things come out almost like a teaser as such, and then the rest is, we can't tell you that. We can show you just enough to spike your curiosity and to almost play with what you've been told, and you're given the ability to play with what is put out, but you're not given enough to nail the coffin lid shut on rumours. And then you hide behind the fact that there is a gag order in order to protect the rights of the accused, in the hope that he will obtain a fair trial. Ultimately, what has happened with this gag order, however, is that has done completely the opposite. In fact, this gag order is the one thing that has perpetuated multiple continuously pushed narratives in terms of who Bryan Kohberger is as an individual and why he fits the profile that they are pushing forward. But like I say, maybe this house is coming down, and it's now down. It's a pile of rubble where this tragic event happened. Maybe it's done this way because they do indeed have this sewn up. Maybe all of those people who have said, wait and see, in this court here and you will see, they will have evidence. They'll have everything that will convince everybody, no matter what, this will be beyond a reasonable doubt. I do have two things to say about that, and that is, one, if that was the case, then why did the defense counsel have to keep asking for what they did? Give us what we need, give us this, give us this, give us this. And seemingly that was just an uphill battle consistently throughout the last year. Should the defense have to ask for what they did? Do you want to come up? So we get him up again. It's all going wrong. There we go. Here is the dog again. He is here. So yeah, I guess what I'm trying to get at is this house down? Is it down? Pile of rubble, where this happened, because they have it sewn up? Or is it that they're not going to show evidence? There's not going to be more stuff come out, and it will be beyond a reasonable doubt, but ultimately it will be what the MPD and the FBI want. That's the outcome, regardless of how they get there. In fact, what we've seen is the only thing that there needs to be in order to get a conviction. In fact, that is going to be all that is used to convict and potentially execute Bryan Kohberger. And I want you to answer me down in the comments. And I've asked it before. I'm going to ask it one more time, because this is old story, isn't it? We've talked about this before. RV2 face, look. If Bryan Kohberger is convicted and he is then put on death row and executed, based on what is out in the public now in terms of the evidence, and they just managed to convince the jury that what you see is what you get, it is what it is, this guy did it, done it on his own, done it with this weapon. I know we don't have it, but the sheath was his, DNA's his, trust us. The car was his, trust us. It's not just a coincidence. Would you truly be able to put this to bed and walk away and be happy that the right man got sent down the river for it? You need to think about that, because like I say, that house coming down, to me, the only thing that makes sense is they are 100% convinced he's a man, and they ain't looking for no one else. They ain't going after no one else. They don't need no one else. They're confident in what the outcome's going to be. Hold your breath. It's going to be a long summer, and me and him will see you in the next one.